Hey you guys, welcome again to my channel, Pink Champagne Convos. Today's video is going to be a nursing video all about my first half of nursing school experience. Pretty much it's that time of the year where pre-nursing students are putting in their applications to their schools of choice, or they're getting acceptance letters back. I'm not gonna say decline letters because I know y'all are getting accepted into your school of choice. I'm sure you are, and y'all are probably wondering, well, what should I expect in nursing school? Or if you're just thinking about becoming a nurse and you're wondering what can you expect in nursing school, I'm going to give you 10 tips to help you get through nursing school, especially that first semester, because you don't know what to expect. You're just going in, you only heard what people told you, but you're about to experience a really big wake-up call, okay? So first off, let me give you a little bit of background on me. I am in my second semester of nursing school and about to go on to my third. I'm not going to say anything negative. Everything's positive here on this channel. So I am going into my third semester starting at the end of May. My nursing program is it's technically a 2 years, 4-semester nursing program, but my program goes through all this year. So I started last fall in 2017, and so this year I go spring, summer, and fall, and I'm graduating this December. I'm so excited. I'm graduating in December, and yeah, so that's just a little bit about my program. So far I love it. I really love nursing school. It is hard. Yes, you're gonna cry. You're probably gonna be stressed out to the max. If you're like me, you're probably gonna gain some weight, but you're gonna love it. Well, I personally love it. I can't speak for everybody else, but I personally love nursing school because I love what I am getting myself into. So yeah, I think you will too. I honestly think people, even though they you know, may hate what's going on and they're stressed out and everything like that, I honestly think they actually really do like nursing school. Some people, I don't know. I'll get and probably make a separate video into this, but I did not know what I wanted to do in my life. I did not know that nursing was going to be the career path that God's chosen for me. I thought in nursing, or when I was in high school, I thought that I did not want to do nursing. I honestly thought I was gonna be famous, y'all. Like, I thought I was gonna be on somebody's TV screen, you know, singing or modeling. But if you're watching this on TV, technically I made that dream come true because I'm on your TV screen. I know that's cheesy, that's corny. But yeah, I didn't know I was gonna be a nurse, and it wasn't until a few years ago, almost 5 years ago, that I made the jump. I have been jumping around from different majors my whole college career, but 5 years ago I finally jumped to nursing, and I've stuck with it, and I've been loving it ever since. So I've those 5 years I've been making up for all the mistakes I made in the years prior to that, but I'm so happy that I finally am where I want to be in life, and I'm finally in nursing school, and I am so grateful, and I'm never going to slack up on that, because why? I mean, I worked so hard to get here. I'm not finna give that up for anybody. So school is my main priority, but let's dive right in to the nitty-gritty. So far my school experience, I have taken fundamentals, which more than likely you'll take that your first semester. Not even more than likely. You will take fundamentals your first semester. Fundamentals, I've taken skills lab my first semester. I had clinicals also, and I also took pharmacology my first semester. So I had 4 classes that I took my first semester. And out of all 4 of those classes, pharmacology was the hardest. If you have not heard that from anybody else on YouTube or anybody else ever, pharmacology might be your toughest class. It is so many drugs to learn, so many different classes and what they do. You need to know that. And my teacher was no joke. She did not play. She tested you on things that you didn't even think you needed to know. So I struggled with pharmacology, but I got through it. I passed it. So yeah, if you want a video on how I got through pharmacology, or you want some tips on how I study for pharmacology, let me know down below, comment below, or you can email me to my personal email that is in my description box, and I will get that started for you. This semester I am taking peds or pediatrics. I am also taking Med Surg 1, and then I have the 2 clinicals for both of those classes. Honestly, I'd probably say peds is my hardest class, and that's only because of the content, or it's so much content and you don't really know what to study for. I forgot to say, in my first semester I also took health assessment. So I took health assessment that was combined with fundamentals, and then I took the other three classes. But yes, back to this semester. Peds would probably have to be my hardest because it's so much information. I don't really know what to really focus in on and study for. My teacher gives us PowerPoints of basically the outline of the chapters that we need to read and go over, but it's still a lot of information, and you gotta look in the book to really understand, because sometimes even though they give you this PowerPoint and say, hey, yeah, this is the PowerPoint of the chapter we're going to cover, okay, cool, but I'm going to test you what's out of the book, so you need to look in the book too. But yeah, so the same teacher I also have for pharmacology is one of the pediatric teachers too. She kind of teaches our pediatrics class like she teaches her pharmacology class, and it can be a little bit difficult too. Like I said, pharmacology was my hardest class my first semester, so that's why it's a little bit harder this semester, but I'm getting through it. Clinicals are really we already completed 1 clinical rotation for pediatrics, and I am currently finishing up my clinical rotation for Med Surg. I love clinicals. Like, I don't like the work that we have to do for it, like care plans and articles and stuff. I don't really like doing the work, but I actually love like going to clinicals and helping with the patients and following the nurses and seeing what they're doing. And I've had really good experiences with the nurses this semester, and they've been really willing to help and teach me and show me things. And I think it's because of my personality. I really want to help, and I ask them a lot of questions. Well, I don't really ask them a lot of questions because nurses don't really they are so busy that sometimes they just want you to watch them. Just watch them, and if there's something that they want you to do, just do it. But don't bombard them with a whole bunch of questions sometimes, because it's like they got so much going on. They're just like, I need to pay attention to this, and I can't answer your questions and, you know, count my medications at the same time. So hush a little bit. Wait till we go back and chart, and then you can ask me some questions, you know. But honestly, all my nurses have been really good. I love clinicals. This semester. Last semester was a different story, and I think it was because it was our first semester and we didn't really know anything, and probably the facility that we were at, the nurses weren't really helpful. So but this semester I've had on both clinical rotations, I have great experiences with the nurses. So if you are at a facility with great nurses, please, you need to thank them, because a lot of nurses do not like students. They don't like to help. So be thankful you're at a facility that has nurses that are willing to help you. Working. I am not working. I will also get into that in the tips too, but no, I do not work. I personally don't work because of the workload that I have for school. I really want to focus on school and not work, because when you're working, you don't, unless you're lucky where you have a job that'll let you sit down all day and you can do whatever you want to, all you gotta do is just watch something or whatever. then there's not too many jobs that are out there that will let you do that. Will let you sit down and study all day. You know, you work for 8 hours, and I'm like, okay, just sit here and you can do whatever you want for 8 hours, and you get paid for it. So I haven't come across that job, and once I do, I would hold on to that job for dear life for as long as I can. But right now, just like, I don't work. I just pray to God He blesses me with somebody that, you know, is willing to just throw some cash at my way without becoming a stripper. Okay, so let's get into these tips, you guys. So tip number 1, get a planner and find a helpful way to make sure that you stay on top of your tasks. For me, I have a planner. I don't have it in here with me. I'll show it to you guys later on in another video if you want to see it. But it's just a regular planner. It has all the dates out. All the dates out. It has a calendar on there, and then it has individual days that you can go in and write whatever you need to. I mostly use just the calendar because I like to look at all my days and look at to see what's coming up. But if there's extra, I might go in and write on the individual day, like, this is all you have due. But as far as the calendar, I put like, okay, you have a test this day. This care plan is due that day. Oh, this weekend you have, you know, maybe I have something personal that I need to do. I'll write that in there. You have this due by this day. I like doing that, and it helps me to see what all is coming up and what all I need to move around in my schedule. So, like for instance, this weekend I have a brunch ceremony for a scholarship that I received. Yay, congrats to me. So I have to go to that morning. I also it's my best friend's birthday, and she lives in Dallas. I stay in Houston, so I'm going to Dallas and spend the night there to hang out with my friend and turn up for her birthday and all that. So in order for me to prepare for that day, since I know I'm going to be pretty busy and that's a day I'm probably going to miss out on proactively studying, I'm going to make sure that I study all throughout this week. So next week I have a test, a med-surg test. So the good thing about my teacher is that my med-surg professor is that she gives us study guides of what's to be on the test. So all we do is just go through the book and through our PowerPoints, our notes and stuff, and we write down everything it is that we need to know for that particular subject that she mentioned that is going to be on the test. So that's a really good thing. And for me to get done with that study guide pretty early, I am able to study throughout the week instead of just waiting till the last minute next week when I come back and cramming on studying. I don't have to do that. I can just start on it now. Actually, I started on it yesterday. Start on it, finish it by the end of this week, and then while I'm, on my way to Dallas, I can sit in the car and I can study. Or if we're just at downtime, or like, I hate to say this, but I'm probably going to be studying in Dallas with my friends. When we have downtime or whatever, I'm going to be looking at my notes and studying. On my way back, I'm going to be studying. And then also I have a care plan due next week. Try to complete that before, either before I go on Saturday, or only have a little bit to complete when I come back, and it's due next Wednesday, so I don't have to sit and cram on doing a care plan, because even though it looks easy to do sometimes, it takes a lot of time to do. So time management is your best friend in nursing school, and they teach you that. They cram that into you need to have better time management. So that's what a planner will help you do, to help you with your time management. Number 2, figure out your learning style as soon as possible. So for me, when I first started nursing school, I like to study by myself. I can't study at home. I cannot do that at all. I would go to like a Starbucks or go to a tea house or something where they have free Wi-Fi, and I would sit down literally all day and write out my notes. I'm the type of person I have to write my notes. I can type, and it's faster for me to type, but writing it out actually for some reason lets me remember it a lot more than if I type it. So I physically hand write my notes. An example of my notes is like 29 pages of notes. This is page 29. but I actually wrote out my notes. Every single page is filled with notes, and it helps me remember the notes better. And I actually did pretty good on this test, and this was a pediatrics test, and like I said, it's kind of one of my difficult classes. But like I said, you don't know exactly what to study for, so you go through the PowerPoints and you just write out everything you need to know. You look in the book, you write down extra information. So that's what I do. That's my learning style, is writing out the notes. I still do that, even though I don't really like, I study by myself, but I also work with a group too. What we do is like self-study on like when we need to learn the material. So like now I'm studying for med-surg, for our med-surg exam next week. So right now I do self-study. I get all my notes, I write it all out, learn all the information that I need to learn, and then next week before the test, probably Monday and Tuesday, we all will meet together and we would talk about everything we know. If there's new ways that, hey, I remember this particular disease because of this, and then I remember it this way because it rhymes with this, and it kind of helps them remember it, and sometimes it might help you remember it. So I like working with a group as well. So you kind of gotta find your styles. For some people, working with a group does not work. They can't do it because just other people is a distraction, or learning different ways of how to do certain things is they can't do it. So they don't work well with a group. And for some people, they do great in a group. So it just depends on you. Other people like flashcards. They work better with flashcards. They'll go and just, do flashcards or Quizlet or something like that. That helps them. Main thing, find a learning style that works for you. All right? Tip number 3, if you don't have to work, then don't work. I'm not working. I really need to be working, but I'm not working. That's because I like to focus. I like to give all my energy to school as much as I possibly can. For some people, they're just like, oh, I need to work because I need the extra money, but my mom and my dad say they will help me out. Honestly, girl, this is your time. This is your time to shine. If your mom and your daddy is willing to help you, do not block that blessing. Let them help you, because you need that extra time that you are at work doing whatever it is you're doing, because it's only, I cannot say that you cannot work full-time, because I do know people in my program that work full-time nursing that work full-time jobs, and they are excelling in nursing school. But a lot of people have to work part-time because they can't do the full-time workload. And if I had to get a job, it would definitely be part-time. So if you want a part-time job, okay, cool. But if you don't have to work, then don't do it. Take that blessing and run with it, girl or boy. Run with it and use that time to study, because you need it. You need that extra time that you are going to devote to a job to study. So take that blessing. All right. Tip number 4, don't beat yourself up. Mistakes are going to happen. Things are going to happen. You're not going to pass every single test. You're not going to pass every single assignment. You're going to make mistakes through nursing school. Hopefully they're mistakes that you can redeem yourself from. And if you do, don't beat yourself up. My first semester was a struggle for me, because if I failed an exam, I would beat myself up, like not literally like punch myself in the face, but I would want to punch myself in the face for like missing stupid questions. Like you're going to do that. Like it is something, a simple question in nursing school could make you like really second guess yourself to the fullest. You'll spend 5 minutes on a simple question like, what is 2 + 2? And you'll be sitting there like, I know it's 4, but I think they're tricking me. Like, I think this is a trick question. This isn't right. Is it 4? I don't know. And you pick the wrong answer because you're thinking, it's gotta be this because they're trying to trick me. When technically, when honestly the answer was 4. And you'll just be like, I knew the answer. Like, you're so stupid. You knew the answer. Why did you guys And then you go to remediation and then they make you feel even worse because they're like, come on now, 2 plus 2, what is 2 plus 2? It's 4. You're like, I know, but I was critically thinking that maybe it might not be 4. Like, what if you were just saying it was an imaginary like 2.1? It could have been 4.1, not 4. You know, I don't know. I'm making up stuff, but I'm just saying, like, don't beat yourself up over stupid stuff. Like, learn from your mistakes and keep it moving. And like I said, hopefully it's a mistake that you can redeem yourself for. Like, you failed a class. I mean, not failed a class, but you failed a test, and you still are able to pass the class if you make a B on the next test, or if you can make a A on the next test, you can make a B for the class. You know, there's different ways of redeeming yourself, and I don't think that beating yourself up would, you know, it's not going to make you feel any better at all. And one thing that I've learned my first semester that I see and I have progressed in my second semester is that I don't cry as much as I used to my first semester, because I would fail a test and I would think the whole world is ending last semester. This semester, I mean, so far I only failed 1 test. I mean, I'm not failing any tests anymore, but I only failed 1 test. And I didn't even cry afterwards because I was like, come on, Sabria. Like, some of those questions was a little bit like stupid that I missed. And I was like, why, Sabria? But I didn't beat myself up. I just said, you know what? I'm going to take this L, but this next test, I'm going to pass it. And for sure, I did great on it. I did better than I thought I would do. Don't beat yourself up for the mistakes that you're going to make. It's going to happen. It's okay, though. All right? Number 5. Your social life will not be where it is now. So if you are starting nursing school maybe in the fall or in the summer, and right now you're in school or you're in pre-nursing classes, or you're working, or you can be able to go out with your friends all the time, you can go out to the club, you can go turn up, you know, you ain't gonna be able to do that in nursing school. You're not. There's gonna be weekends where your friend is gonna be calling you and be like, hey girl, what you doing this weekend? Girl, it's a party this weekend, you gonna hit that party up? And you gonna be like, no girl, I can't hit that party up this weekend. I gotta study. And they gonna be like, you what? You gotta study? Girl, you can study when you come back from you can study on Sunday when you come back. You can study all day. No, girl. You got to study, okay? You got to spend your time all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day Friday, all day Monday studying. Sometimes you're going to miss out on family events because you have to study for a test, or you have clinicals that day. You're not going to be able to turn up all the time. You're not going to be able to, not saying that you're not going to have time to have fun, but your personal life will be, your social life will not be flourishing. It won't, especially if you ain't working. You ain't going to have the money to pay for all these extravagant turn-ups that you would like to do. Trust me. Oh my gosh, trust me. I used to work in the corporate field or whatever, and I used to have a salary paycheck. I knew every week, every 2 weeks when I got my paycheck, I knew every time what my amount of money was going to be. I knew it was going to be enough for me to party and do this and do that and do that, and I could be able to take myself out to lunch and take myself out to eat, go out with my girls this weekend and go turn up there and come back. I still got some extra cash in my pocket, or I can go shopping. I can't do that now because 1, I'm not working, and 2, I don't have the time. So your social life is going to have to take a back seat for 4 or 5 semesters, however long your nursing program is, and you're just going to have to wait. But all that stuff is going to be there when you get back, hopefully. So, like for instance, prime example, my birthday is coming up in June, and I'll be in school. I'm not going to be able to turn up for my birthday. But that's okay, because next year when I'm actually finished with school and I'm graduated and I'm, I'll probably be working by then. I'm making up for this year with a big ass party or a big ass turn up next year. So I ain't tripping. this is one, I mean, I don't even want to get old anyway, so I'm fine with it. But you know, it is what it is. My school comes first, so social life is going to take a back seat while the school is in the front seat driving. All right. Number 6, never aim for the bare minimum. This is where this gets a lot of people in nursing school. They think, oh, I just need a 75 to pass the class. Oh, I just need a 75 to pass this test. Oh, I just need a 75. I just need a 75. When you aim for that bare minimum grade, sometimes you don't get that bare minimum grade and you get lower than that and you fail. Don't aim for that bare minimum. Don't aim for that 75 or 74. Some places you you can't get below an 80. 80 is considered passing. Anything below an 80 is failing. So never aim for that bare minimum. Always aim for A's. Always aim for, I'm not gonna miss anything on this test, because if you study for that, you're going to get better than what you're gonna get, you know, relatively better than what you were thinking you were gonna get. Like, sometimes you're still gonna pass. If you say I just need a 75 to pass this, more than likely you just know enough to get that 75 to pass, but you're just gonna be you probably might make a mistake and not do good enough for a 75. And that gets a lot of people, not just for tests, but for the classes in general, and then they have to retake the class. For my school, a lot of schools, they're like, oh, I just retake the class, it's fine. My school, you only get one chance to retake a class, any class. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna retake this class, but next semester you move on and you fail another class, oh, I'll just retake that class. It's not like that. If you fail one class throughout the program, that's your last chance, pretty much. The next time you fail a class, you're out of the program. So don't aim for the bare minimum. Don't do it. It gets a lot of people. Do not do it. Number 7, communicate and remediate. Even if you pass the test, remediate with your professor. Think of ways, sometimes we think an answer is right based on this, but when we go and remediate with the teacher, she breaks it down, or he or she breaks it down for you to realize, oh, I see why I missed that question and I won't miss it again. Or, oh, I understand it now. I have a better understanding of what this question was asking me. Sometimes your reasoning as to why you chose this specific answer could also make the teacher second guess why she put a different answer. And she might throw that question out and you just got extra points in your test. It could happen. Even if you pass, go and remediate with your teacher so you can know how to be able to answer questions like that when it comes to maybe NCLEX or your exit exam for the semesters. You can be able to answer questions like that later on. Number 8, block out all distractions. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a story. So I still get on, I have a Snapchat. I get on Snapchat. Y'all can follow me on Snapchat. I have my Snap thing, my name in the description box, so you can follow me. But I'm on Snapchat, and my best friends in Dallas all are on Snapchat too. They're not in nursing school. They actually have already, you know, doing their thing. They're living their lives. They're out of school. So I would go on Snapchat and I would see them having the time of their lives. Like, they would be partying, they would be, you know, having a nice ass social life, they would be partying together, and I'll be sitting there like, I want to party too. Why are they having fun? Why can't I have fun? Like, it just makes me so sad. I wouldn't cry, but I'll be like sad, like, damn, they having fun and I'm here studying. I ain't got no damn money to go party either. But like, I would get jealous in a way because they're having fun and I'm not. So the beginning of this year, me and one of my best friends kind of had a disagreement, and she blocked me off of all of her social media, her Facebook, her Snapchat, her Instagram. And I was like thrown off, like, wow, why you block me? Like, we really doing this shit? Like, you know, we almost 30 and we still, you know, unfriend each other at times. But yeah, like, we got over the whole disagreement. We're cool now, but she still has me blocked on all her social media. And honestly, it is the best thing she could have done for me, because I don't get to see her be social and be, you know, have this social life that I want, because she blocked me. And I'm really happy for that. It was a distraction for me, because, and it will also make me sad and stressed a little bit more. So now that she has me blocked, I don't get to see that. And I kind of stray away from seeing other people's. I kind of stay off. Well, no, I don't. But I kind of stray from looking at other people's stuff, especially if I know if they're having fun. Like when Coachella was in town, Coachella just left. If I know people were at Coachella, I was not looking at it. I was not looking at their snaps or their Instagram stories, because I didn't want to see them having fun. It was a distraction to me. So if social media is also a distraction to you, then probably you should distance yourself away from social media. People can be a distraction. Boyfriends and girlfriends can be a distraction. If they are a distraction to you, then you probably need to say, like, look, babe, you cool and all, but you are really distracting me from what is more important to me, which is my degree. We gonna need to take a knee and pause this, whatever it is right now, until after I graduate, if you're still around. If not, I totally understand, because more than likely they're not the one for you if they can't understand that what they're doing is affecting your future. So you probably have to put the pause on them too. No, not the pause, but put a pause, stop on things, okay? With them. So people can be a distraction. Social media can be a distraction. Whatever the distraction is for you, even TV. Oh my gosh, y'all, TV can be a distraction. If it is, do not turn that TV on. Maybe like put your TV away, put it in the attic for a couple of months until you can finish the semester or something. TV can be a distraction. Don't watch TV. So anything that's a distraction, block it out. Block it, right? Number 9, I'm almost done. Use extra resources to help learn the material. I left my backpack in my car and I don't feel like going to get it. But there is a book. I will put a link in the description box also, so that you can be able to look at this book. If you watch other YouTubers, they also mention this book too, but it's the Saunders NCLEX review. It is the most helpful book to help you learn the material. It's basically it goes straight to the point of whatever the topic is. So if it has a disease on there, it's going to give you the things you really need to know about this disease. And many people who use the NCLEX review, the Saunders NCLEX review, has said they were successful when it came to the NCLEX. So I also used it for school too. So like for instance, my med surg exam, if there's topics in the NCLEX review, I write those topics in I write those topics in my notes too. So I incorporate my teacher's notes with the NCLEX review notes, and that gives me a better guide as to what I need to know for this disease, and it helps me remember it too. So when it comes to the HESI that I have to take at the end of the semester, or the NCLEX that I have to take at the end of nursing school, or just my regular lecture exams, it helps me. And so I suggest to anybody who's a nursing student, get that book. Like I said, I will make sure I put that in the description box down below, so you can go on Amazon and purchase that book for yourself too. But yeah, there's also other kinds of resources like YouTube. YouTube is free. You can get on YouTube, look at videos of other people talking about certain topics. For instance, registernurse.com, or I think her name is Sarah. Hi you guys, it's Sarah from registernurse.com, and yeah, I love her because her videos be on point too, and she really helps you dissect everything you need to know about that particular disease. So use resources, use your free resources, use your books, use your flashcards, use Quizlet, use everything you need in order to learn the material. You don't need to memorize the material, you need to learn the material. So use extra resources to do that. And number 10, the last tip, and I swear we're done, have fun. This is the most challenging, humbling experience of your lifetime, but that doesn't mean necessarily that you don't get to have fun. You have fun by what you put into this. So this is going to be a memory that you're going to, nursing school is going to bring out memories that you're going to, remember for the rest of your life. And why not let it be fun? So find fun, make it fun, meet new people. Some of these people are going to be people you might work with later on in the future, but you spend predominantly most of the time with the people in your nursing program, in your nursing cohort. And sometimes these people become family because they treat you like family because they see you more than they see their own. You see more of them than you see their own. So have fun with them. Make memories, and don't let nursing school take over like everything in your life. You can have fun. You just got to plan it out. Time management. That was tip number 1, right? Wasn't it? So you got to have fun too. Because if you don't have fun, then you're going to burn out, and that's the last thing you want to do, especially in a career like this, is to burn out. You're going to be doing you're going to be doing nursing hopefully for the rest of your life. So you don't want to tire yourself out from it. So have fun, make memories, make new friends, and you will do great in nursing school. I know you guys are nervous, you are probably a little scared, but it is the best experience I have ever experienced in my life. Like I said, I worked in the corporate world, I worked in retail, I changed my major 4 or 5 times in college. I started college when I was 18. I'm 26 now, and I'm finally where I want to be in life. And I'm so glad God has given me this blessing by letting me become a nurse, because I can't wait to be able to save other people's lives and help bless them as well and their families. So alright, that's the end of this video, and I hope you guys learned so much. And if there's anything else you want me to talk about, any other advice you might need for nursing school, please comment down below. And if you don't want to comment, you want to personally email me, my email is in the description box as well. Also, if you like this video, like it, thumbs up it down below, and also subscribe to my channel. I'll come out with some more videos. Also, if you would like to know when I come out with new videos, hit the bell or click on the bell somewhere on your YouTube. I'm actually thinking about it and clicking on it. Click on the bell so that you can get notifications on when I have new content. Alright, till next time, you guys. Bye.